Good evening there, people out in the world of YouTube and the internet. Cameron coming to you again from the wonderful city of Geelong in Victoria, Australia. And I'll just start straight up. Who can remember when the footy record looked like this? Don't raise your hands, I can't see you anyway. But this one is from the VFL days. It's about a 5 size, I think, thereabouts. I'm not going to measure it with like a thing that measures paper, but it was a lot smaller in the day. And this one is from May 1989, I believe. And just looking, this is Geelong versus the Brisbane Bears. So I bought it in Geelong from a vintage market, and I'm taking it that, it was from just down the road at Cardinia Park, this match. And back in the day, it might still have it in it, I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but back in the day, the footy record had like around the grounds type of, I suppose you'd say, chart or something. And also back in the day, whatever respective match you were, all football just about was played on a Saturday afternoon, and whatever match you were at, they pretty much had your match, and on the scoreboard, if there was room, they'd have these corresponding letter codes for the other around the grounds matches. And if you went, the person who had this obviously went to the trouble to fill it in up until 3/4 time, and so yeah, you'd see like A versus V, that was Carlton versus Collingwood, and so on the scoreboard somewhere there'd be A, which would have the score 4-2 to B 4-2 in this particular case, and it was quite a bit of fun. But football, AFL matches there, now it's the AFL, and it's a lot bigger. The matches rarely fall together. They rarely on a Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock anymore. I think there's occasionally they are. Usually I think there's one about just after 1 and one about 4 after 4 or thereabouts. And I was sort of thinking, could we have a special round of football? We've got special rounds like Indigenous round, we've got ladies round, we've got I've said Indigenous round, we've got opening round. It's sort of every so often there's a round named, sort of a special theme. My proposal would be to have what I would label retro round. And in regards to retro round, I mean, they probably had like retro rounds before, but this one would be retro in the sense that I would propose to stage all the matches once again on a Saturday afternoon. Now, people probably immediately saying there are not enough grounds to do that anymore. There is just enough, by my calculations, to have all the matches on Saturday afternoon. Now, probably you would have to take into account time zones, or they mightn't all literally be on at the one time due to the time zones. But just looking at what we've got at the moment, you could have a match at Subiaco, you could have a match at Adelaide Oval, you could have a match at the MCG, a match at Etihad, you could have a match down here at Geelong, Cardinia Park, you could also have a match at the Gabba, have a match at Metricon, and have a match at the SCG. And in the last one, probably you'd have a Hawthorn match, which would be down in Tasmania. Now, that's 9 grounds, so there are enough to have that. And if you wanted to, there's actually like 2 grounds in Sydney as well, so you mightn't even have to have Tassie. Just for a one-off, you wouldn't have to have one every year, but just something interesting, just to go back to the good old days. Maybe you wouldn't necessarily have to have them all at once. Maybe you could have like one Friday night and maybe 2 Sunday afternoons. But, sort of be interesting or cool to see, like it was before the year 2000, where we had a lot of a bulk of them, about 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. People could probably, people are probably saying, what about television? What about this? What about that? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but as far as I'm concerned, television, the money and all that kind of stuff, probably it would never get off the ground because of the money made with television rights. But then again, if they have a Thursday night match, or when it sacrifices one of the Sunday afternoon ones on television or something like that anyway. And I think, back in the days, back in the 90s, back in the 80s, just have some feature matches on Channel 7 after the games. Once everyone's got home, watch the replay. That's what people used to do. And I can remember, you'd watch it on you could have gone to the match, and then you'd get home and you'd watch Hey Hey It's Saturday in the evening. Molly might have given Gilbo a bit of stick because the Saints had beaten the Bulldogs, or the other way around. Gilbo might have given Molly a bit of stick. Daryl Summers, Geelong might have won for him and he'd be happy. But anyway, that's sort of getting off the track now. I mean, Hey Hey It's Saturday, you tried to come back and it didn't. But what do you think? Do you think it'd work? Do you think a all Saturday afternoon football match would work? You might think it won't work. Anyway, you can drop your comment. Let me know what you'd think about it. Just drop your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you think it'd be a goer, or if you think it wouldn't be a goer. Entirely, drop your opinion, and I'll leave it at that. Cheers.